Does the Australian mass media promote a fair image of today's teachers? Well, to answer that question, we firstly need to understand what is mass media and why are the way that teachers are portrayed in the media important. Mass media is information that is delivered in a way that is easily accessible to everyone. Mass media can be accessed by means of newspaper, television, radio, social media, and through other online avenues. It plays an important role as a monitoring agent in a democratic society. The media has an influence on our beliefs and values by means of repetition and internalization. This is quite a scary thought, as the media is also a corporate business, and bias in the presentation of information is often commonplace. There are various stakeholders in the media in Australia, and media outlets often promote their own particular definitions and interpretations according to their own political stance or agenda. It would appear that the government has some leverage over the media. Bias is present in the media when they are willing or unwilling participants to chase particular stories the government wants them to chase and promote. The media has also become particularly important for promoting policy. For example, governments now employ significant numbers of specialist public relations staff whose job it is to highlight government successes and to deflect attention away from areas of policy failure or weakness. The press plays an active part in the construction of educational issues for its various readership. News media not only write about education, but they also represent to their readers what education is about and its importance. Education is of interest to the media because it is an area of high government expenditure, but also because it is more often seen to be the solution to a wider set of social and economic issues. Knowing that news media also shapes and influences our values and opinions, what is portrayed in the media about teachers and the education system will indeed have impact and is very important. If we look at media coverage, the education system at large is commonly the subject of news in Australia. What is the current image of teachers portrayed by the Australian media? Like said before, news media is an apparent feature of our democratic society. The focus on education by the media has created a contrast of opinion on Australian schools and specifically teachers. Teachers are often subjects of overly sympathetic and negative articles. Blackmore and Thompson have pointed out that the increase of media opinion on teachers shows some predominant themes, such as teachers being portrayed as undervalued, underpaid, and overburdened. This increase also created other persistent tropes in education. For instance, teachers depicted as incompetent and with lack of skill. Another popular view about teachers in the media is the promotion of simplistic labels of either hero or villain. Teachers are frequently blamed for perceived declining standards of education. This pressure made by the media has some consequences on the education system at large. The representation of teachers in the media does not promote a fair image. News media does not accurately reflect or represent the contribution of teachers in society. Instead, the media focuses on reproducing negative images of teachers and portrays these as the current truth. It is evident that perceptions about teachers have changed in the public due to media influences and has led to various consequences such as teacher morale, weakness of authority, and shortage of teachers nationwide. Many teachers feel unsupported and less appreciated in their work. For example, the percentage of teachers leaving the profession has increased, while the percentage of current teachers aspiring to be head teachers is only at 12%. Due to these consequences, there is a need to improve the status of teachers in news media. For example, mass media has become more open to alternative discourses. This is a positive step in the right direction. The representation of teachers reveals the dependence on official groups as spokespeople, and interviewing teachers on current issues will give teachers a voice. Furthermore, other research encourages teachers to engage with journalists to present a more balanced image. Therefore, praise to teachers throughout mass media for their essential work might promote the public image of teachers and mitigate ongoing recruitment and retention problems affecting the Australian education system. In summary, the media shapes views and opinions. It is also used as a driver for change and influences policy. Negative stories outweigh positive ones, and ultimately, more compassion in the media could encourage more people into these roles.